Hello, today's video is going to be all about Primelister, and my idea is to make a quite encompassing video to really show you how to make Primelister work for you. Primelister has a great Poshmark automation system, and today we're going to go over quite a bit of information so that you can make it work the best for you. We're going to go over everything from how to sign up to all of its features and how to use them. And we're definitely going to talk about how phone friendly it is. That's a big part of this. But yes, I just wanted to make a video that just shows you exactly how to use Primelister and to make it effective for your reselling business. So I do want to thank Primelister for sponsoring today's video. And with that being said, let's get into all the details. Now, before we dive too far in, I do want to say that Primelister has two options. One is a cross lister, but today we're just talking about the Poshmark automation system, the Poshmark automation tools. If you have any questions about the cross lister, feel free to reach out to me or the company and we will answer any questions you have. Now, signing up for Primelister is really easy, guys. First of all, something that's really important to know is that you get a 2-week trial without putting any payment information in at all. So there's no strings attached at all. And you can try it out for the 2 weeks before you go ahead and pay. And then also keep in mind that you can use my link down below and that will give you 30% off your first month. So let's look at how to sign up. Okay, so I'm going to attempt this incognito because otherwise it just goes straight to my account. But we're going to go to one of my videos. So you'll see in the drop box at the bottom of all of my videos, there is a link here that you can use for the trial and the 30% off. And it'll take you to a page like this. So we're going to say my name is Lily and my email address is lily123@gmail.com. And then we click get started for free. As you can see, it brings up another page here. We're going to fill out a little more information. There's not much more information to put in beyond this because, like I said, they don't ask for any payment information or anything like that. Just do this. This is as far as I can go with a fake account because I don't have a fake email and all of that. But I will show you the ins and outs of my actual account. So before we get too far into all the other details, I want to show you how to actually connect your Poshmark closet. And what we're going to do is go up here to this bar and go from automations over to my closet. Now, I've already obviously had a closet connected. I've disconnected it in order to show you this. Now, as a new closet, you're going to press this blue button that says connect my closet. And from there, you will follow the steps to do so, which are similar to what I'm about to show you. I just have to reconnect mine since it was already there. So it would ask you, are you Poshmark US or Canada? You put in your email address you use for Poshmark as well as your password. And then you hit connect. And as you can see up here, it's telling you to give it a moment so that it can load and connect your closet. And you just give it a little bit of time and then voila, you've connected your closet. Mine is already set up and we will go over some of those features together. But first, let's talk about some actual Primelister information. The Poshmark automation tool is compatible with both Poshmark US and Canada closets, and it will also support the management of multiple closets at the same time. Primelister also works for both Android and iOS. With setting up the software, you can definitely see increased sales and closet visibility and save a ton of time. This is definitely how it has worked for me. So I've definitely seen an increase in sales, which I've shown in previous videos plenty of times. And the amount of time I'm saving is just so nice because if you don't know, I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom to 2 kids, and so I'm very tight on time, and it's so nice to have an app that just takes care of everything. And when I tell you that I set it and forget it, that's not an exaggeration. It's so nice. I've had tools in the past where it wasn't like that and I had to babysit the computer, and with this tool I definitely don't have to do that anymore. So the 24/7 functionality of this software is really great. Okay, so we've talked about how to set it up and the benefits I've experienced from using the app. Now let's get into the details of how to actually work the tools. So we know that beyond actually listing, sharing is your next best way to get your items in front of people and to make sales happen. So the great thing is that the phone app is perfect for sharing. It really works great. And let's go over how to do that. I'm going to go over exactly how to share items in your closet, how to set up the automation. So let's get right on it. I'm gonna put my phone up here, obviously. So the first thing we're gonna do is log into the app with the same information we signed up on the website for. And the first thing it does is opens up the activity page, which as you can see, This is where we're going to see what work it has done for us that day. And at the bottom, you'll see a bar that says my closet, listings, automations, activity, and account. We're going to click automations. Then we're going to click on share. As you can see, mine is set up to share at all hours. And I have divvied everything up, but you can select this. So let's say you don't want to share things at 12 a.m. We can take that off. So we just hit the toggle and save the changes, okay? So you can change as many things as you want, the 4 a.m., anything like that. As you can see here, underneath of all of the green timeframes, you'll see that it says you've enabled 8,588 out of 9,000 daily shares. That's why I set mine up the way I did. I'm going to have it share around the clock 24/7 because that's what the software is made for. And we're going to fill out all of them. So definitely make your own decisions on how you want this to work, but I feel like the best results I get are when I share around the closet with everything staggered out. Now at 12 a.m., I'm not gonna share as much as I am at, let's look at noon. 510 items at noon. And that's because more people are probably going to shop at their lunch break than people at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. So do be mindful in that way of how you break them up. If you click on 6 p.m., you'll see another 500 shares there. And then when we get into like 11 p.m., I took it down some to 410. So I definitely consider how to stagger my shares in that way. I'm going to, like I said, share at all hours that I can, but minimally at the hours most people are asleep. Some people do shop in the middle of the night. We want to keep that in mind, but most people are going to shop lunch break, after work, certain days of the week, things like that. So I like to try my best to think of how my customers are going to shop and to put the most shares at that time. So sharing is that simple. You're just going to set up the times and maximize your shares the best way you think will work for you in your closet. Now, the next feature we're going to talk about is community share. Now, community share is different from sharing because sharing will share your items from your own closet to the people following you. Community share is where you are sharing items from other people's closet and putting it in front of your audience. Now, there is debate whether or not this is an effective tool to use on Poshmark, but regardless of how many people feel, according to the actual Poshmark website, each share builds your network, your followers, and ultimately your sales. So that's according to Poshmark's website. That's what we're going by. Let's talk about community shares. So once again, on the automation page of your app, you're going to click on community share. And here you can limit how many you want. Now, ultimately, I want to maximize my own closet shares. So I do want to be careful how many I offer for other shares. So I'm going to only do about, we'll say 200 shares for community. And then once that saves, we're all done there. Hey, Future Misty here. I forgot to put something in. I'm working on a video on my desk pile here, but while I remember, I wanted to add something to this video to show you that you can do on the Primelister app as well. So what I'm planning to show you is how to use the bulk feature in the listings. So what we're going to do is go ahead and use our phones to click the icon at the bottom for listings. And then you're gonna let everything load. You can scroll so that it keeps loading more of your listings. You could do just what shows up or continue scrolling till you have everything listed. And then you can hit select all. And at the bottom, you'll see it says create new task. And you can, using this feature, update the price, send offers, or relist items. And to go beyond that, you could even go to the filtering option, which is the 3-line funnel at the top. And then you can choose the category. Do you want it to be women's items? And then not only women's items, but do you want it to be dresses, bags, all of it? You can choose whichever. Now, I'm of course going to do on everything available since that's the items I'm trying to push out. But yeah, you can also do it by the listing age, the number of likes, the price. So there's a lot of ways to get this to work for you. So yeah, you just pick those, you'll hit apply filters. It'll load everything for you within that filtered category you chose. And then you have the same bulk actions that you can do on those listings. Okay, back to past Misty. Okay, next we're going to talk about relisting. Relisting is a very important part of Poshmark as well. We know that as items sit, the longer they sit, the more stale in a sense the listing gets and the less eyes you'll have on it. So it's really nice to refresh those Poshmark listings and get them back out there as a fresh item. I do feel like this makes a huge difference. Before using Primelister, I didn't put that much effort into relisting because the other app I was using just, it took way too much effort to relist items, so I didn't do it. But with Primelister, it's so easy. This is all you have to do, and then it does all the work. We're going to go to the section that says relist. So first you decide how many items you want to relist per hour. I don't want to go too crazy because I want to spread them out. So we're going to say 5 items every hour as the max. You can also pick the hours that you're going to do. As you can see here in this section, you can say you want 10 a.m. off, you'll hit disable. You want to turn it back on, you hit enable. And down here, how old do you want the listings to be? Now, this is another debatable thing where some people say every 30 days is the best. I've heard also, I think every 60 or 65 days is where you get it. I can't remember the name of the section on Poshmark, sorry guys, but apparently there is a way that if it's relisted after 60, 65 days, it does get on a whole nother section on Poshmark. So I've been doing that. I took it up to 60 days, I think, and honestly, I didn't see a difference. So it's up to you if you want to go by 30 days or the 60 days. For now, I'm going to put it back on 60 like I had, but I didn't see enough of a difference to worry about it. So maybe you do like every 31 to 40 days or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. So as you can see here, you can filter by the age of the listing or filter by the number of likes of the listing. I think filtering by age is going to be the most effective way to use the app. Okay, next is offers to likers, which is also a very important feature. One, I'd like to say that since Poshmark stopped making us do the discounted shipping, I've had a pretty good time with making sales with offers on Poshmark. As you guys know, it wasn't fun to always offer a shipping discount. Now it's optional, which is great. And honestly, it's made my sales so much better and more enjoyable. So let's talk about it. Offers to likers. What amount do you want to offer? I like to offer 20% off of the original cost that I listed the item for. Now you have the original discount shipping options here, but we're going to do no discount because I'm getting sales without a discount. Now here's a really cool feature actually. You can do more than one offer amount. So my general go-to is a discount of 20% off anything that is liked. So I just generally do 20% off of the price that I have the item listed for, and that works for me really great. But there are other things you can offer. So let's say we want to add a new rule. We just click on the add a new rule option down at the bottom here, and you can see I'm on rule 2. So let's say that I have older items that I want to get rid of. We can say I want to offer them 40% off if the item is, let's say we're going to go by age, if the item is 90 to 365 days old. So that's an option we could do in order to get some older listings out of the way. So that's a really cool feature there. You can have multiple offers going on at the same time. Now granted, with that second rule being in place, we do want to go back to the 20% one and make the offer for anything from 1 to 89 days. So that 20% goes out to things that are only 1 to 89 days old, and the 40% goes out to anything 90 to 365 days old. So that's a really great way to use that. All right, so next we're on to party share. Now party share is where, let's say that you see on Poshmark, it says we're doing athletic wear from 3 to 6 in this party. That means that people can go to this space and see what's being shared in athletic wear and buy from that party. So that is another option you can do. So let's go ahead and click on party share in the app. I don't often do too many party shares myself, but some people do. We're going to share, we'll say 75 items in each theme party during the day. And then we're going to put 75 for evening parties. It's that simple to do. So it will find the items that fit that themed party and share them for you to that party. Down here you can see there are some other features. Do you want to share the items on loop continuously? If so, click yes, enable the toggle. If not, disable the toggle. And then also down here, if you only want to share from select categories, you can. If you click on that item, you'll see, do you want to share from women's, men's, kids? Do you want it to be specifically women's dresses? All those kind of details you can fill out there. So it's kind of nice. You can get as descriptive as you want on what items you do want to share in these parties. Next is return share, and return share is where you basically are sharing someone's item after they do a community share of yours. So they come into your closet, they say, I'm gonna share these items of yours. You can go in and decide to say, thank you for sharing mine. I'll share some of yours in return. So when we go to return share, you can pick how many items per day. So I'm going to say 100 items. My daily share limit is going to be 100 to be more specific. And then my return share count per closet will say is 5 of them. So that's just saying I'm going to share up to 100 return shares a day, and I'm going to go to your closet and select 5 items from your closet to share. So pretty self-explanatory and simple. Next is return follow. If you don't know what return follow is, it just means that somebody came to your closet, gave you a follow, and you're saying, thank you for following me, I'll follow you back. I don't often mess with that, but for the sake of this video, we're going to toggle from disabled to enabled. And there's really nothing to do there. It just returns follows for you. And then follow new closets is one where it's more important for people who are trying to become a Poshmark ambassador. It is one of the requirements to share X amount of new closets, new items from new closets. So if you're trying to become a Poshmark ambassador, turn this on, because I'm telling you, I did it by hand for a long time. I never hit the threshold to become an ambassador. I turned this on, I forgot about it, and guess what? I became an ambassador. So you just go in and you can choose how many people you want to do. Let's say we're going to follow 100 new closets per day. And then you are going to start sharing those items based on your community shares. And before you know it, you will finally hit that ambassador threshold. That's mostly what it's used for. So yeah, that's how we would use that. And as you can see, you can pick how many you want to do. We're just going to leave it at the 100 for now. So that's how we handle all of the features. Those are some of the tips I have to help you make it work the best for you. So just keep in mind when your customers are buying, consider how many of your items you want to share versus other people's items, because you do have a limit every day on Poshmark. And then after you got it all set up, you can go over here to the activity table and you can see exactly what has been done. Now, I wanted to be sure to show you the phone app compared to the website, because I do feel like the phone is just very robust in making it user-friendly. I can take my phone, I can go sit on the couch while I'm homeschooling the kids and check on whatever I need to check on. I can be out grocery shopping and I could go in and be like, I think I want to change something, and I can go in and do that, or I can check for how much activity I've had. It's just a lot better than sitting at a computer, which I don't want to do all day, and looking at the features. I like the phone because I can just set it, move it around, change it up how I want, check on it how I want, and everything is done by phone. So I can be on vacation, I can be at co-op, I could be anywhere and still be taking care of my business through the automation tool on Primelister. So there you have it. That is a very thorough, all-encompassing type of guide on how to use Primelister to make it work best for you. If you have any additional questions, feel free to leave them down in the video comments below, and I will be happy to get back to you. Or you can also reach out to the company. Once again, don't forget the link down in my description box will get you not only the free trial that comes with their website in general, but it will give you 30% off of your very first month signing up. So I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to go check out Primelister and have a great day.